The Legend of the Christmas Crib. Once upon a time, in a small village in Italy, there lived a kind and gentle man named Giovanni. Giovanni was a carpenter, known for his skill in making beautiful wooden toys and furniture. He had a big heart and loved to help everyone in his village. Every Christmas, Giovanni would make something special for the village church. This year, he decided to create a beautiful Christmas crib, also known as a nativity scene, to celebrate the birth of baby Jesus. Giovanni worked very hard on the crib. He carved each figure with great care and love. There was Mary, the kind mother of baby Jesus, and Joseph, his gentle father. He also made the baby Jesus lying in a tiny manger surrounded by animals like a donkey and a cow. Giovanni wanted everyone to feel the joy of Christmas when they looked at the crib. As he worked, Giovanni thought about the very first Christmas, long, long ago. It was a cold night in Bethlehem. Mary and Joseph were looking for a place to stay, but all the inns were full. Finally, a kind innkeeper let them stay in a stable. That night, baby Jesus was born. Mary wrapped him in a warm blanket and laid him in a manger filled with soft hay. The animals in the stable were very happy to see baby Jesus. The donkey who had carried Mary all the way to Bethlehem gently nuzzled the baby with his nose. The cow, with her big, gentle eyes, watched over him to keep him safe. Even the little mice in the stable came out of their holes to see the special baby. They knew that this baby was very special and that he would bring peace and love to the whole world. Outside, a bright star shone in the sky. It was the brightest star anyone had ever seen. Shepherds in the fields nearby saw the star and heard angels singing. The angels told the shepherds, "Go to Bethlehem. A special baby has been born. He is the savior of the world." The shepherds hurried to the stable. When they saw baby Jesus, they knelt down and thanked God for sending him. They knew that he would bring joy and hope to everyone. Soon, 3 wise men from faraway lands saw the bright star too. They followed it all the way to Bethlehem. They brought gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh for baby Jesus. They knew that he was a king and that he would bring peace and love to the world. Giovanni wanted his Christmas crib to tell this wonderful story. He worked late into the night, making sure every detail was perfect. Finally, the crib was finished. It was the most beautiful thing he had ever made. He carefully carried it to the village church and set it up for everyone to see. On Christmas Eve, the whole village gathered at the church. When they saw the crib, their hearts were filled with joy. Children and adults alike gazed at the figures and remembered the story of the first Christmas. They felt the love and peace that baby Jesus brought to the world. Giovanni smiled as he watched the villagers. He knew that the Christmas crib would remind them of the true meaning of Christmas. It wasn't just about presents and parties. It was about love, kindness, and the joy of giving. Giovanni's heart was filled with happiness because he had shared the true spirit of Christmas with his village. Every year after that, the villagers looked forward to seeing Giovanni's Christmas crib. It became a beloved tradition, and the story of the first Christmas was passed down from generation to generation. Children would gather around the crib and listen to their parents and grandparents tell the story of baby Jesus, the shepherds, and the wise men. They learned about the bright star that shone in the sky and the angels who sang songs of joy. One year, a terrible storm hit the village just before Christmas. The wind howled and the snow piled up high. Many villagers were worried that they wouldn't be able to make it to the church to see the Christmas crib. Giovanni was also worried because he knew how much the crib meant to everyone. Despite the storm, Giovanni decided to make his way to the church to make sure everything was ready. He bundled up in his warmest clothes and set out into the blustery night. The wind was so strong that it almost knocked him over, but Giovanni was determined. He knew that the village needed the joy and hope that the Christmas crib brought. When he finally reached the church, Giovanni was exhausted but relieved. He checked the crib and made sure everything was in place. He lit a few candles around the crib to make it look even more magical. The soft glow of the candles made the figures look alive, and Giovanni felt a warm feeling in his heart. As he was about to leave, he heard a faint knock on the church door. Giovanni opened the door and saw a family standing outside. They were cold and shivering, with nowhere to go. Giovanni quickly welcomed them inside and gave them some blankets to warm up. The family thanked Giovanni and told him their story. They were travelers who had been caught in the storm and couldn't find a place to stay. Giovanni smiled and said, "You remind me of another family who had nowhere to stay on the first Christmas night. Come, let me show you something special." Giovanni led the family to the Christmas crib. Their eyes widened with wonder as they looked at the beautiful scene. The children, despite being cold and tired, couldn't take their eyes off the baby Jesus lying in the manger. The parents thanked Giovanni again and said, "This is the most beautiful thing we've ever seen. It reminds us of the true meaning of Christmas." Giovanni nodded and replied, "Christmas is about love and kindness. It's about helping others. Just like Mary and Joseph were helped by the kind innkeeper, we should always remember to share our blessings and help those in need." The family stayed in the church that night, and Giovanni made sure they were comfortable. The next morning, the storm had passed and the sun shone brightly. The family thanked Giovanni once more and continued on their journey, their hearts filled with the warmth of Christmas. Word spread quickly through the village about Giovanni's kindness. More and more people came to the church to see the Christmas crib and to hear the story of the special family who had found shelter there. The villagers were inspired by Giovanni's actions and started helping each other even more. They shoveled snow, shared food, and made sure everyone was safe and warm. As the years went by, the Christmas crib continued to bring joy and hope to the village. Giovanni's legacy of love and kindness lived on. The crib became a symbol of the true spirit of Christmas, reminding everyone that no matter how difficult times may be, love and kindness can always shine through. Moral of the story: we learned that Christmas is about love, kindness, and giving. Just like Giovanni shared his talents to bring joy to his village, we can share our own gifts to make others happy. When we help others and show love, we spread the true spirit of Christmas. Let's remember to be kind and caring, not just at Christmas, but every day.